Okay, today is Wednesday, April 8th. I want to start out with this. Saudi Arabia's oil pipeline bypassing the Hormuz, damaging Iranian attack. This is only notice it needed. Okay, that's the pipeline everybody should know. They've been diverting 7 million barrels a day over towards the Red Sea, and now that's been bombed. The damage is being assessed. Okay, here's what happened in this so-called ceasefire that happened yesterday afternoon, and I don't know when, got violated overnight. Sorry, I'm going to stand up my phone here. So they do a ceasefire. It lasted a little bit. Iran says they're going to open up the strait. Supposedly did start letting ships go through. Israel starts bombing Lebanon. So Iran starts bombing the UAE, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and other shit. Oh man, in fact, that's another thing. I think this was a couple days before the ceasefire thing. Kuwait had a refinery bombed and a power plant sliced desalinization plant, but they're hiding how much the damage is. They're just saying material damage. But anyway, so then Israel bombs Lebanon. So then Iran says, fuck you. They start bombing a bunch of targets, including that pipeline, other refineries. I think it's Israel, the U.S. bombed the Pars oil field again, the natural gas or whatever it is, and some sort of refinery or pump station out there. And Iran, of course, says, well, the Israel not bombing Lebanon was supposed to be part of this. And I believe that was a setup. They knew they were going to do this. Trump gets to say he created a ceasefire agreement. I've seen no news coming back. I've seen no backlash on the news on Israel for look at the mighty Israel. They went and bombed Lebanon, violating the ceasefire agreement. This is so fucking set up to me, and it's supposed to keep going like I've been saying, especially because the new superpower. Yes, the U.S. is alone. I guarantee you, the U.S. is a lone superpower right now. They could give a flying fuck about what China has to say or Russia has to say. I know all these people are, oh my god, they're gonna piss off China so bad they're gonna start nuking us or getting. No, they're not. China's not gonna do shit because their whole life, their whole economy depends primarily on the shit that the U.S. buys, so they're not going to do anything. And then, I'm going to show the screenshots again. It was 8 days after the U.S. started bombing Iran again that Trump came out and announced that deal with 16 different countries for billions to eventually go into trillions to provide all these people, these countries with oil, natural gas, and what's the other one? Propane and massive big billions of trillions of dollars for all these U.S. energy companies, which is also why he took Venezuela. Which is also, I mean, I'm not going to show the screenshots. Go Google it yourself. But of course, that affects of course, everything coming in and out of there affects the fertilizer. What's the big the urea and everything else. And when I was bringing up the issues with the climate change brought about by geoengineering, that's, because we get, oh crap, let me look at my screenshots here. Hang on, give me just a sec. I just took them a little before I got on the phone. Oh, god dang it. Oh, hang on. That's the energy. Oh shit, I should have, here we go. The U.S. now imports, that we're now a net importer of food. Beginning in 2020, as of December 24, there's a $40 billion deficit. Let me get to the bigger, because I want to address this, because we import, well, where's it at? Hang on. In 2023, Mexico supplies the U.S. 63% of vegetable imports and 47% of fruits and nuts. And Guatemala, 2.8 million, Costa Rica behind there, Canada. Why else do you think Trump's taking South America? Believe it or not, this dude, it's not about making America great again. As I said, it's about making America survive in this age of this planet's fucking devastated from climate change. I think that's the only numbers I wanted there. But they're having, if you don't know it, Mexico is having the exact same weather issues with the massive droughts and the heat waves. And then when we do get rains, it's floods. Oh, and now they're saying we're going to have another massive El Nino here shortly. Let me pause. Okay, if you haven't seen it, here's what they're showing. Predict a super El Nino, the end of 2026 hurricane season. It's supposed to get wetter, warmer, drier up there. So wetter probably means obviously floods. Don't think you're going to get your crops watered and enjoy a happy, 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 joy, joy life. You got to love this part, as Dane Wigington's been bringing up for years. Developed by Lake 26. Where's what I want here? Persisted. Where's it? Super Event. Where did I want here? New Heat Records. I wanted something. Oh, hang on, I got to find something else here. Oh, two more screenshots here about this. Super El Nino. Predict a significant shift in Pacific Ocean temperatures, of course. Faster than historical averages. Fundamentally altering atmospheric circulation, global scale. This is going to get so bad. So it should be drastically worse this year. We'll see how much. They can and can't hide it from the news. Mostly they can't. Temperature, heat waves, devastating droughts, infrastructure, agriculture, traditional seasonal expectations may no longer apply. They haven't applied for the last few years. But this is, of course, the good part here. Where's it at? There we go. This recent behavior has perplexed atmospheric scientists and oceanographers. I mean, come on, these people don't, it's like Dane Wigington says, especially if you're government funded or you have what's that where you don't pay taxes, not 501, whatever it is, you can't tell the truth. Like, that's why it's obvious that Trump wanted to get rid of anything and any writing or anybody from the government. You can't even say climate change anymore, regardless of you say what started it or where it's coming from. This is going to get so bad. And like Dane Wigington's been saying for years, you got out of control weather loops, which is a large part of that. And what's the frickin' non-linear? I mean, in other words, it was slower in the past, but we see it speeding up. So yeah, everybody, it's got to be obvious. People can see this. I mean, it's burying the head in the sand, like the left denying their own party and the right denying their own idiots. Let me pause here. I don't know if I got anything else. I saw some dude's video talking about how we're going to have oil issues with Canada because that dude in Ottawa, I think it's Carney. Anyway, so I knew we were friends with Alberta. So I looked it up. Alberta is going full bore in wanting to double and give the United States all the massive amount of oil it can take. They already have pipelines coming to the U.S. They have a pipeline going west of them to the coast. I mean, they're just going to increase massively. They want their own money from the U.S. They have their own oil reserves, Canada's largest oil producer, over 90% of the country's oil production. They have the third largest oil reserves in the world. I fucking never knew that. No, I got another one here. I hate that stupid backup now thing. 3.4 million barrels a day of crude as of 24. Most of the United States. They have their 26,000 oil facilities, 5 refineries, 4 active bitumen upgrade, the fuck that is. But anyway, they have their own shit along with the U.S. So, and we're never gonna have an oil LNG LPG issue in this country. Nobody can ever say that. Of course, they can jack up prices for whatever reason, but there that is. And there's a picture of the pipelines that come into the U.S. So anyway, we're never gonna run out of food here. We're gonna have like some of the channels are titled "Food Crisis." Is it a crisis yet? Its prices are gonna keep going up again. Run everything through the filter of climate change. In other words, geoengineering, the dying of this planet. Run everything through the filter of that. There was one other thing I wanted to mention. God dang, hang on, brain fart. I couldn't remember what it was, but just remember all this shit going on over there in Iran with the U.S. This is going to go on until they have full control of everything they want to have full control over, which is energy. And that's, again, why I see that Saudi Arabia backup pipeline got bombed. I mean, awful convenient with that. This is such senseless, but I get it, and obvious shit, and you got to love all these. Anyway, I'm going to end this here, I believe. I couldn't remember what the hell it was I wanted to talk about a second ago, but I'll take another minute to try to remember. Anyway, see you later. Bye. This is what I wanted to go through again, just real quick. Trump's new energy deals with the countries, $56 billion. Of course, that will go higher once I get all this. I'm just going to go through this 8.6 billion. All these LNG, Louisiana, 1.5 million tons. And say who that's from. Venture Global. We're all familiar with that, I'm sure. Import-Export Bank, United States, 14 billion. LNG, 550 billion for this metallic place for iron mining in Minnesota. 1.1 billion black mass refining facility to secure nickel, reducing reliance on China. 40 million for token for nuclear grade graphite. Oh, lost my spot. First for some sort of reactors, Japan Ally. I think that's for the reactors for the so-called data centers. Another 550 million for titanium. South Korea, doesn't say how much that is. 4.3 billion down there for battery cells. Whoever these are, Blue Ammonia Products in Louisiana to begin operations in 29. Another one for 500 million for some place to use agricultural waste to produce reliable electric power. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Just get ready for the long haul. We're not going to run out of food and water. Prices are going to go up. And like I said, well, we see things missing every now and then, like during COVID. Yeah, it has to because of the weather. I mean, of course, if they don't get this fertilizer shit sorted out. But, I mean, you can't grow shit anyway if it's always fucking drought and over 80, 90, 100 degrees, depending on your crop, depending on how long. And then when it does rain, your fucking crops get flooded out. I mean, just see the real picture. Forget listening to that fucking bullshit on the news from Trump and the left and the right and our beloved truther channels that have no fucking clue what they're talking about and could care less because they don't make money. I'm out. Oh. Hey, kid. Hey. That's why I don't like cats.